Oh man. What's up guys, I'm Random Frank P, and today we're going to be checking out the Razer 2020 All-Star Bundle. This is their holiday bundle, and it's actually ridiculous. But before we jump into it, this video is sponsored by NZXT. Next week for the NZXT Build Black Friday sale, you can save 10% off any order of a custom or pre-built gaming PC, including other hardware like monitors, mice, and keyboards. Their NZXT Build program is one of the simplest ways out there to choose a gaming PC without having to build it yourself. You just choose the games you want to play, set your budget, and then from there, their build configurator will pretty much put a curated PC together for you. I was even eyeing up some of their builds because they do have 3080s and 3090s in stock. Plus, all the builds are backed with a 2-year all-in-one warranty on the parts, labor, and RAM overclocking. I'll put the sale link down below. Thanks again to NZXT for sponsoring. So I've done unboxings of holiday bundles in the past. I know SteelSeries has them, Corsair had them, Razer's had them for a while now. Last year when I did the unboxing, it was pretty underwhelming. So they definitely seem to have redeemed themselves this year, because with the All-Star Bundle, it says it contains the Razer Blackshark V2X headset, which is top of the line for the price, the Ornata V2 gaming keyboard, mecha membrane switches, but you get the extra large Razer Gigantus V2 and then the Razer Viper mouse. So while you could look at this as a budget offering, the total package here is just nuts on chin. You got the Blackshark V2X, which is $50. The Ornata V2 keyboard is $100. The Gigantus mousepad is $30, and the Viper is $80. And the total package here costs $150. If you were to buy everything separately, it would have come to $260. So you're saving $100 for this bundle. I bought it from Costco. Like I said, as far as I know, that's the exclusive deal for this year, which is kind of a bummer to people who don't have a Costco by them or you don't have a membership already. But it's still a ridiculous bundle. I don't know how they could even afford to do this, but wow. All right, so we're gonna go through and check it out. There's like 40 stickers on here to keep it closed. Okay, let's see how they have this all mashed into this box. All right, so we'll just go through in really no particular order, but we'll get the mouse pad out so we can lay it down and then unbox the other products. But I really can't believe, again, we've seen holiday bundles in the past, but to be saving this much money with something is pretty crazy. Let alone getting one of their newer Gigantus V2 extended mouse pads. This thing is very, very large. Comes in at 940 by 410 millimeters, so definitely on the extended side, like they say, extra large. And it's a really smooth, soft surface, so for gaming, it's gonna be great on your mouse. Definitely gonna complement the feet on some particular mice that are out there, if you have like Hyperglides, or like G-Skate equivalents. So let's check out now the Razer Viper. And when I first saw this, I just found out now it's the Viper. I was under the impression it was gonna be the Viper Mini, which is only usually, I think either 40 or 50 bucks, but this, the actual Viper. And man, oh, it even says in the bottom, All-Star Bundle. That's pretty interesting, instead of just saying, the Viper. So I guess they have this specifically made for here? Okay, but yeah, I love the Viper. I did a review on it on my channel last year when it came out. I wish they would have upgraded to the, zero additive PTFE feet on the bottom, but it's still really smooth on the Gigantus V2 mousepad surface. While we're at it, we'll just go ahead and then get the Ornata V2 unboxed. So this is not a true mechanical keyboard. It is their mecha membrane, which is, again, the budget sort of cheaper alternative because it's utilizing their own sort of hybrid switch where it's like a mix of rubber dome and mechanical. Probably making a lot of noise with all this stuff. Let's get the included wrist rest out. Okay, pretty good. This out of the way, put this down there. And yes, so I haven't checked out the Ornata series in a while, but you can tell right now, wrist rest, magnetic, really nice, extends the full width of the board. Nice and soft and comfortable, like to see that. And one thing I'm really happy about, which I didn't, again, know this even existed, is the built-in scroll wheel or volume dial here. And I assume with Razer Synapse, this can be reprogrammed to be also whatever you want. And like I said, mecha membrane, so let me just do real quick a little sound test. So it feels on par with like a tactile brown switch, but definitely still has that softer feel to it. So again, not fully mechanical, it's their hybrid, sort of in between of rubber dome and a mechanical switch. But again, it's only, what did I say before, $100? But now into, I think, also the star of the show. This is a little spoiler. I have my top headsets of 2020 coming out this week. And you guys know from my review, and it's really no secret that from all the other tech reviewers that checked out the new Black Shark series, the V2X, which was their budget option out of the two, I think is one of the greatest of the year. And you're gonna see that, again, like I said, when I drop my best of 2020 video. Man, I'm just very surprised that this gets included. Let's take off this bag off the microphone there. They got the cable all packaged up. Come on. Okay, have the extender. They do also include, which is an actual benefit to this, is a code for their Razer surround sound. And from most reviews and stuff, you know, when I review headsets, typically surround sound you want to turn off because it's emulated. But again, I've said numerous times that Razer does it right. So they give you a code with this, so you can download the 7.1 surround sound and enable it with this, which sounds really, really good. And you still get a little carrying case for the Black Shark V2X. But I'm telling you, like, this is such a quality headset. And it's not even like I'm looking through, you know, what do they say, rose tinted glasses, because I love the original Black Shark back in, like, what was it, 2012, 2013. When that came out, I loved that gaming headset. And I was really bummed that they discontinued it over the years, I should say. That was, what, 8 years ago at this point? So the fact they rebooted it, and, you know, it still has that nod to that old, like, pilot look to it, you know, the helicopter headset, they call it. I am just loving this. This is a crazy bundle. Let's get this all powered on, show you some of the chroma and stuff. Okay, so I got it all powered on, and you can see right now just the RGB shining through the keycaps. And it's overall pretty slim, low profile for the keys. It's not that standard, like, cherry profile, so they're a bit slimmer overall, I'd say. And I don't know what surface they're using for the actual like top plate and stuff for the keyboard. I can't really tell. It's probably some sort of higher grade plastic, but the material itself, it looks like a powdered, I don't know, it just reflects really nicely. It doesn't show fingerprints or oils or smudges, which is really good. I definitely like that coating they have. With most of their Razer products, you can see with the RGB, you can go in through Synapse and download it, customize the effects and the colors. It's the 16.8 million RGB. We've been used to this stuff for like 5 years now. And what's funny is I completely overlooked it because I was just so sidetracked by the actual wheel. I didn't even see and acknowledge that right next to it, you have dedicated multimedia keys for playback control. So, you know, play and pause, backtrack, forward track. I don't know how I missed that, but we have that integrated here as well. And for a closer look at their actual mecha membrane switches, it kind of visually resembles the old Romer G switches, where you have that light tube sort of around it for the structure. That's what's gonna hold the stem of the keycap and stuff in place. And then in the middle is that rubber dome, which is what actually gets actuated and sends that signal to your PC. You can see that little metallic piece towards the top, that's the click bar, and then the RGB embedded in the middle of that light tube to shine the lighting up and evenly. Let's do a sound test real quick. All right, so now we can talk a little bit more about the Razer Viper mouse. This launched sometime last year, comes in at 69 grams, which is still pretty lightweight, all things considered, especially given the fact that there's no holes in the actual shell of the mouse, so it's still gonna feel nice and solid, lightweight. It uses their 16,000 DPI 5G optical sensor in here, and their own optical switches for the left and right clicks. It's that nice ambidextrous shape, and it's symmetrical because you have side buttons on both the left and right side. So lefties, righties, this is a good option for you. On the bottom, you do have a DPI switcher, and again, it does have the stock sort of Teflon feet. I wish it would have upgraded to the newer feet they use on the Viper Ultimate and stuff on the bottom of here. And even the Viper Mini, I believe, uses those, but again, it's tough to complain, all things considered, for the package. It does feel nice and smooth on their Gigantus V2 mousepad. So man, I guess the last thing to talk about then is gonna be a little run through of the Black Shark V2X. $50, just a crazy value. It has their newer Razer Triforce 50mm drivers. On the actual left ear cup, there's a built-in volume knob, which is really cool for on-the-fly adjustment. Then on the back of the ear cup, you have then a mic mute button. And for the actual microphone, it's not removable, but this is their hyper-clear cardioid mic. And just for sake of time and getting it all set up, I'm not gonna do a mic test right now. You can check that out in my actual review. But the mic on this actually sounds better than the more premium, I think it was what, just the V2 Pro or just the V2 version, the more expensive option. So this budget one has a better sounding mic overall. Like I said, you can check out my review for the actual mic test. And I also did say it in that review, but by far, these are the most comfortable headphones I've ever tried. Headset, headphones, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how they pulled it off. It's such an even balance here for the weight. There's no pressure points at all, nice cushioning up top, and the actual ear pads against my head. It's super comfy. So I think that pretty much covers it all for the Razer 2020 holiday bundle here, known as the All-Star Bundle. Again, a seemingly Costco exclusive this year. That's where I bought it. It's the only place I really found it as well. So if you wanna hop on it, if you have a Costco membership, if your friend does or family member does, and you wanna give them the money for this and save, what did I say, what was it, $110 you save? Still, just ridiculous. But yeah, I've done the unboxings of their holiday bundles in the past, so I figured at least 2020 gives us a much better option than we've had before, with some crazy deals and crazy good peripherals in this box. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.